Hi everyone, and welcome back to episode 22 of Mickey Midge Crochet Chatter. I am Mickey Midge on Instagram, YouTube, here on YouTube and on Ravelry, and my name is Michelle. I'm a little bit rusty, so I'm forgetting everything, and I'm in a hurry because I've got a driving lesson in about an hour, so I've got to get this done. It's been a bit of a weird week, so anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Right, so, and I've had a weird allergic reaction on my neck to something and it's really sore, so if I do that I do apologise, and it's probably annoying to watch me do that. Anyway, ramble. Hiya. Rewind. How's everything going with you guys? Been a bit crazy here, so deep breath. I do have 2 finished objects as promised this time, so I will show you the first one. Now, in my last episode I asked for pattern ideas. I did have a couple of pattern ideas. It was literally half an hour after I posted the episode that I suddenly went, no, I know what I'm going to do, because I found one. And I didn't bring the printout of the pattern with me, but I have put the name of the designer on the Instagram post that I've posted, and I will put it on the notes. But I basically made the Hollyberry shawl. It's not a free pattern, it is a paid for pattern, but it's on Ravelry, and here it is. I'm trying to get out of the way so you've got as much clear space as. There we go. It's probably a bit darker than it's showing on screen. It is navy blue. It looks a bit denim-y on screen, but yeah, it looks a bit more like that. Yeah. So it. Oh, you see the edging. There we go. It was perfect for the wedding. The wedding was this Saturday just gone. It is now Thursday, the 27th September, so the wedding was on Saturday. I have not got any photos of this at the wedding, other than a little bit you can see on my arm, because my phone decided to switch itself off randomly when we first got there. My husband got a couple of pictures of me in my dress, the disco bit, but not wearing this. It's a bit annoying. But it went perfectly with the dress, and I got lots of compliments, so I was very, very happy. The pattern is fairly simple once you get used to the repeat. I think it's 6-row repeat, if I remember rightly. But it is very, very intuitive after a while. You do get used to it. But if you don't like picots, then you won't like this pattern, because each of these little bits here are picots, and there's a lot of them. So yeah, and there are picots on the border as well. So it's picots. And it also uses chains and double crochet or US single crochet. Oh, and it does use trebles or doubles if you're in the US as well. Hello. So, but yeah, I love this. The yarn is gorgeously soft. It was really small before it got blocked. It was like that from the widest point up. And I was like, no way is that going to block big enough. But it did. It didn't give much here, even though I used like a starting treble rather than a turning chain. There's not a lot of give across the top, so it didn't get much bigger, but enough, which was good. But this way it really did block well, and I used my new wool wash bar from Knit It, Hook It, Craft It as well, and it smelled nice. It's come out really lovely. The yarn I used, if you didn't see the last episode was, done it the right way, excuse my faded nails, I've not redone it since the wedding, DROPS Baby Alpaca Silk in this lovely navy colour. The colour number is 6935 if you're interested. It's really soft, it came out really nice. I used 2 balls and that little bit, if I remember rightly. I did do an extra pattern repeat because it didn't seem like it was going to be big enough, and I'm glad I did because it wouldn't have been wide enough here without that extra. But I think it's because I used a finer yarn than the pattern called for. But I ran out of time and I didn't want to be rushing too much. I had like 2 days to block it, and I thought, well, the weather's starting to draw in a bit. I didn't want to find I couldn't block it in time, so I finished just one extra. Ideally I might have liked an extra one just for the extra length this way, width, sort of length. But yeah, I love it. It's really lovely. Very, very happy. So, the Hollyberry shawl. I can't remember her name, but I will put it below or on screen. So, 1 second. So, finished object number 2. You may have seen this quick switch. Finished object number 2 was the whip that I showed you in the last one, which was the, what's it called? And knocked the microphone, so I thought it made a funny noise. Spirit Rectangular Wrap by Jennifer Wingard, which was a set of patterns that were gifted to me by someone watching the podcast. It was a while back. Hope you're still watching. So I used a yarn cake, so it's got a funny border. Oh, that's a bit bumpy there. I'm showing you the back, but it's a bit bumpy. Anyway, I'll deal with that. So, started off with this grey, and then it did kind of fade in and get darker and darker and darker on this cake, and then suddenly it went slightly greenish, which was okay, and then suddenly it just went white, and then it went this pale grey just before the end, which is why it's got the border in the pale grey, which I'm not quite convinced of, but the pattern's nice, and I think this yarn needs a wash to kind of soften up, as acrylic tends to be in need of that. So I think once I haven't put it through the wash yet, once I put it through the wash it will soften up and it will look, the pattern will hang better. But yeah, so it's kind of wrap length, as I said before. Literally I think I only needed to do the border last time I showed you, so it can hang off the shoulders, or you know, like the Liula, like you need to see that. You can hang it off your shoulders properly. There we go. But yeah, anyway, it's quite nice. I like it. I don't think it would have had much to it if I didn't have the bars. I think otherwise it would just be quite, because it's rectangular, quite simple. But that's what I wanted for this cake. I think I probably picked the wrong cake though with the random white at the end, but hey. Some people it bothers, other people not so much. Me not so much. So there you go. That is finished object number 2, and they are my only finished objects this, I say this week, but I didn't film last week, but you know what I'm saying. This time around. I have one crochet whip on the go that I am actively working on, and that is, I'm going to show you, so we might as well go straight on to whips. This is another gifted pattern This was gifted to me by Terry at the Yarn Joy Crochet Podcast for my birthday last month. And it is this, the Seaside Shawl by M's Corner. Not really going to focus in on the picture. This thing printing black and white. I showed you last time, I think it was about this wide. It's not got a huge default. Don't lose the hook. I see it, it's okay. But we are getting there. So you work from the widest point and then work your way down. So you're working across, which is quite unusual for a triangular shawl. So I'll show you, I've got it as far as that wide now. And you can see, so it's quite wide, so I'm going to try and get it all in. That way. So, yeah, I'm getting there. I think I'm on row, I've written down what row I'm on. Just about to start row 38. And there should be 61 rows. It's a 4 pattern repeat. No, 62 rows because then there's the last row. So 62 rows. And then a border all the way around, which, yeah, I'm going to lose my yarn. Because I'm not used to doing it that way, I am putting stitch markers in each row so I know when to stop. But I haven't really needed it, but I'm just doing it now. I'll show you a close-up of the pattern. So you're working that way. There we go. The yarn I did talk about last episode. I can't remember what it's called. I will put it in the notes. Ah. Just not having a good one. But it's a lovely yarn to work with. I think it's something dragon. I can't remember. I'm a bit disorganised, but you guys are used to that surely. Anyway, so that is my only crochet whip at the moment that I've actively worked on. I did start the sewing that I had planned, so I'll show you that quickly if you're interested. I did start the sewing I had planned. It's just a simple tote bag, nothing special. My patchwork skills are a little rusty, and probably should admit to this. I cut these, or I cut the template for these, I should say, in an evening where I'd had a couple of drinks. My template was not square. So never do that, ever. I hadn't had that many. Obviously I've got kids in the house, I don't have that many. But it wasn't enough. It was enough for me not to notice that my template wasn't square. So I struggled to get it all to fit. So yeah, I struggled with the, getting them all to meet in the middle because they weren't square. But anyway, so yeah, it's the main part of the bag, and it is lined. But so I've put a little border around the top, and then just 2 different colours for the lining. And I've got two handles made ready to sew on, and then that will be done. And then I'm just going to use that as a shopping bag and try and avoid plastic and everything. But yeah, so it's not crochet, but that's the other thing I've been working on. But mainly it was getting this done, because I'm not the fastest crocheter in the world, especially not picots. Had I known there were that many picots, I didn't think, I probably wouldn't have chosen that pattern to do within 2 weeks. But I did it. I did. So, yay, go me. And that's it for whips. But I do have quite a few purchases to show you. So, we'll go move on to those, because I'm conscious of the time. Got a little bit mad. I have got some fabric purchases. If you don't want to see the fabric purchases, I'll do them afterwards, and then you can just go. So I'll do the yarny purchases first. So, first one is one I'm quite excited about. Now, I did say to someone on one of my previous videos, which I think has actually gone missing. I have got my Where Have I Been video. It's gone missing. I think I might have accidentally deleted it. Yeah. Anyway, I said to someone on a comment that I would show them the yarn close up for my Caught by the Sea shawl box, which I haven't done yet. I've left it downstairs. I might film an additional one afterwards, or I might leave it till next time. I apologise for that. I have got, however, the new box by Blue Star Crochet Company. State of my nails. Anyway, so this is the new box by the Blue Star Crochet Company. I thought it was coming out this weekend, so I was quite surprised actually when it turned up last weekend when I was at the wedding and I had to wait for it to be redelivered. But I went for the 2 skein box. So, do you want to see the yarn first or the pattern first? Comes with a cute little postcard, which was cute with a discount code for Dear You. Comes with buttons, which I've just thrown on the floor. See if I can get them. Oh, nope, I'm bending. Excuse the mess on my sewing table. Come with these buttons. So you're going to focus in on the pattern on the top. No, you're going to focus instead on my nails. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Not plain ball today. It's got like a floral pattern on it. And you get one of these biscuits, which I love, these Lotus Biscoff biscuits. And tea. And you get the pattern. And something else about Dear You. And then I've gone for 2 skeins of yarn. They are 100 grams DK. Looks a bit thicker than DK to me, but the colour is called September Sunset, 100% merino, natural dye, origin Peru. And it's by the Mermaid's Purse Yarns. They're the people that did the yarn for the other one. So you can see. I'll show you the yarn. Mermaid's Purse Yarns. And there's their web address, which I will put in the notes. But I'll show you the colours. Very pretty. Probably slightly more muted than the screen is showing. But these are my colours. These are my colours. So, bending down to get it in. I've got 2 of those. You see, they're quite consistent, which is good. And the pattern, there's 3 patterns in the pattern book. Don't fall over. And it's the Autumn Accessories book. Now each pattern, so you've got the hat, the bandana type scarf and the fingerless gloves. They're each done by 3 different designers. So Blue Star Crochet Company, that's her logo there. I've teamed up with these 2 designers. So it's not showing you anything, which is good. Veronica Cromwell is Blue Star Crochet Company and she has designed the hat. Then you've got, I can't read that, Eleonora Tully, I believe. It's designed the gloves. And then we have Alison Holloway, who has designed the bandana scarf. Alison Holloway is Petal Crafts and me, and Eleonora Tully is Coastal Crochet. You can find those on Instagram. I'll put links to all of them below. Petal Crafts and me used to design the figures for the Ami to You boxes. So, but yeah, I am going to make the hat, and I'm going to try and put a faux fur pom-pom on it, and the fingerless gloves, simply because I don't think I'd wear this in the winter. It's a beautiful pattern. It's going to be a challenge for me because of the, I don't know, is that broomstick? Which I've not done. It's called Fleur Amour. It is absolutely beautiful. But I think on the school run in winter, I would wear the hat and gloves pretty much every day. I probably wouldn't wear that. I'd probably just stick on my coat. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that one. And I'm not going to leave it. I'm going to make it. But I'm going to make it in a different yarn to the box. Because I couldn't really stretch to 3 skeins. So, yeah. It's beautiful. Beautiful set though, and I can't wait. That's going to be my next starting project. So that's purchase number 1. I bought For the Love of Yarn. If you've heard of this yarn dyer, it's Lisa. For the Love of Yarn. I've used quite a few of her yarns because she's one of my favourites. And who says we hope you have a fantastic festive season? Because this was the card that came in the advent calendar last year. I've not got an advent calendar this year. So if you know of any good ones, don't know if Lisa's got any left or Felt Fusion's got any left. I might have to have a look. But yeah. Anyway, she was selling off like a mystery skein for £10. So I thought, yeah, go on then. I'll have a couple. So I got a couple. Sorry, Rob. Anyway. So these came in the week, and I suspect I've got ones that, you know, it's like leftover yarns from previous collections that she's done. I think I might have got a couple left over from the Harry Potter collection because they are called Griffin and Sly. And when you see the colours, you'll know why I think they might be Gryffindor and Slytherin. Which I'm very happy about. Doesn't bother me at all, being sort of Harry Potter fanatic. So they are, both of them are the same weight. And they're both DK, I believe. Yeah, they're both DK. On the Crazy 8 Merino base. 250 metres of each. So this is Sly. It's a little bit more vibrant than it's showing. That's weird because I said the purple was more muted. This is more vibrant. I still need to get Rob to sort out this blind so I've got better lighting. So that is called Sly. And then this is one I really like. It's called Griffin. There you go. So the pinks are coming out more vibrant on here and the greens coming out more muted. That's quite unusual. But yeah, so this isn't as bright as that, but the yellow is more vibrant than that. But yeah, so that's Griffin. They're both For the Love of Yarn. You see that lovely mottling in there? I like that. That's beautiful. So I got those. So lovely. Don't know what I'm going to make with them, but as with a lot of my yarns over there, don't know what I'm going to make with any of them. I'm just a little bit obsessive about collecting them. I am easing up because I'm not working at the moment. What else did I buy that is yarny related? I got, oh look, I've just found, I had a copy of it, the, whatchamacallit, the whatchamacallit, such a weird word, isn't it, whatchamacallit, Mysterious Dragon is the colourway that I am seaside shawl in. Mysterious Dragon bamboo base. There you go. And it's by Snuggly Stars Yarns. So there you go. I'm going to put that back in the ball so I don't use it again. I just said the postie. Doorbell's not going there. Okay. Right. I bought this book. I saw Catherine, Crafting Treats, talking about it. And I saw, well, I'd already bought it by then, but Zebra Kitten also mentioned it on Instagram. But this book, Delicious Crochet Shawls by Lisa Cook. Now, one of the comments made about this is that although it's a UK designer, she's used US terms. That was one of the reviews on Amazon, and that person wasn't very happy. Which, if you're not used to US terms, I can see why. My mum doesn't deal well with those. But for me, it's kind of automatic now. I'm able to chop and change as long as I know from the beginning which one I'm working on. Which I suppose it doesn't specify that. I only know because it mentioned single crochet in here, and single crochet doesn't exist in UK terms. So if you open a pattern and it tells you to work double crochets and you're expecting it to be UK, it could be a problem. But I don't think it does. I don't think it tells you. But you know, there is a conversion chart in the front cover. So for me, it's not a problem. But if you are interested in this book, just be aware of that. Some beautiful shawls in here. They got a roundup of all the shawls. Yeah. There we go. So it's all crochet shawls. There's a lot of them, which I think is quite good value. There you go. My favourite is probably this one. That one. So I will be working through these at one point. Page 14, let's see what that one was called. The Berry Lime Pie. There you go. I think that's lovely. I think they're almost all, I don't know if it's been made in conjunction or if it's just her favourite yarn brand. They all use Cascade yarns. I think pretty much, yeah. But obviously you can use your own, whatever you want. So I will be looking through this a bit more detail at some point. If there's any shawl you want to see better, just let me know which one. Give me a clue as which one it is, and I'll show you next time. So, yeah. That was a purchase. And then my subscription to Crochet Now showed up. So look at that. It's got some great patterns in here. I just suddenly going, I want to make that, I want to make that, I want to make that. It's terrible. But I do have to finish things. I do have to finish things. So, I mean, I do have to finish my Christmas blanket for a start. And then I go, oh, I really like that one. Startitis, I'm telling you. Startitis. And what else was it? I want to make this cushion. Now it's made using James Bet Flutter by Chunky. So I think that would be quite a quick make. And then it's applique in DK. So it's October and I'm getting Christmassy already. I'd love to make this cardigan, which is made using Shapiers. And then Peter Rabbit, obviously, it's quite cute. What's the other big one there? Where is it? I actually think, yeah, it's not in this bit. Right. It came with this, free, Christmas gift guide, and I need to make. And I do need one anyway, so why not make one? Where is it? The Christmas tree skirt. I need to make that. Love it. I couldn't have made things like this before because my cat would have. But if you follow my Instagram, very sadly my cat Grace, she's getting on. She's about 15 years old now, but she went off one day and she hasn't come back. It's about 2 months ago. Xander still gets upset and still cries over it. I think because we don't know what's happened to her. I hope there are a lot of catty people around here. You go on like the group Facebook and they're all like, oh, we found this cat. Does it belong to anyone? We've given them food and things, and everyone is always really lovely. So I'm hoping, because she didn't have her collar on because she had a habit as she got older of taking it off and hurting herself getting it off. So we just left it off. Hoping someone's taken her in thinking she's stray. Someone not on the Facebook group who's not posted it, and they're looking after her in her old age. I hope. But anyway, yeah, so it's a bit sad. I miss my little Gracie. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to change subject before I get upset. So, yeah. It also came with this set, which is flat packed, which I always think is really weird when I see yarn flat packed. And in there, there's also, in the magazine, there's also alternative patterns. You could make a hat out of this yarn and something else, I think. It's tempting. The hat does look quite nice in these colours. But I'm making the other hat. So I think I might make this unicorn for someone. You know, it's going to be Willow. Other non-yarny purchases. Went a little bit crazy with the fabric. Aldi do the special buys. If you don't know about them, Aldi do special buys. They come out, I think it's once a week, different themes come out. And it's that theme, they have a stock. Once it's gone, it's gone. You have to wait for the theme to come around again. And when the craft ones come out, it does sell out quite quickly online. You have to go into store. I missed it. All the fabric and the yarn had gone online. So we went into the store. The yarn I wanted had gone, and I think my husband would have not been impressed had I bought more yarn anyway. But I did get some fabric. These fat quarter bundles are very good value because normally you pay about 9-10 quid in like Dunelm and places like that. And these are £3.99, I think they were. Oh yes, written on it, £3.99. So, got this one which is like black and gold and white. Not necessarily gold, more beigey, but you know, it's got that kind of look about it. So I've got 2 packs of these. And 2 packs of the Christmassy ones, of course. So I've got quite a lot of fabric there. I also got, because my little girl is obsessed with Care Bears at the moment, absolutely obsessed with Care Bears, and I found this one. The fabric's quite expensive, Care Bears, but this was like a leftover from someone's project, so I found it on eBay. So it's a fair amount of it. That's folded in half. It's enough because I'm going to make her a little drawstring bag to put her, because she got these little pears for her birthday. It's enough for her to put those in, and I'm going to try and make her a little skirt. It should be enough because, you know, she's only little. Go to try. I'm still rusty with my sewing, but elasticated skirts are fairly simple. Made myself one. But yeah, Care Bears fabric. Look how cute that is. So cute. The only other thing. This is the last fabricy thing, don't worry. I got from Spoonflower. Don't know if you've heard of these guys. Sample pack. You can design your own fabric and they will print it, which are registered with them, and then other people can then buy your designs. So there's quite a lot of really cool designs on there and some really bizarre designs on there. But they've got so many different fabrics. And I'd like to make some bits with some of the designs, but I wasn't sure what to do. So I got this sample pack. This is half of them. It's not for free, but it's only a couple of quid, and you get all their different fabrics that they do. So there's 2 examples, satin and basic cotton, and how the colours look and what it feels like, and then on the back there's information about it, you see, and what you can use it for and that kind of thing. So I've got some of that ready if you're into sewing as well. If you're not, apologise, I will stop talking now. But actually they don't just do fabric, you can also get, where is it? They do gift wrap. So you can get your own, I mean, sort of probably a expensive way of doing it. Smooth wallpaper, self-adhesive wallpaper. Should you be interested in that? But they do, and woven wallpaper. So it's like fabric feel. No, not fabric. It's like plastic, see? I would have assumed it was fabric until I touched it. There you go, but they do lycra, jersey, all of that kind of thing with these printed. Anyway, it ships from Germany. I think it used to ship from the US, but they've now got a base in Germany, which means you don't get hit with the customs charge. So I don't think you get hit with customs charge from the EU until, of course, Brexit happens. But that's a whole other ball game. I said the B word on screen. We'll forget about that. Yeah, I think that's about it. The big purchase this month. My husband bought me a car. I'll check the time. Can you believe my husband actually bought me a car? I haven't got my licence yet. As you probably may remember, I said at the beginning I got my driving lessons very shortly. I'm now doing 2 a week. I'm getting there, but I'm still not ready yet. I overthink things and I panic. And everything is going lovely and I'm driving along beautifully, and then something happens and I start panicking and then it all just falls apart. That's obviously not good when you're driving. So I just need to get a bit more confidence in that respect. So yeah, I'm going now to 2 lessons a week, because 1 lesson a week, I was finding the first 20 minutes I'm reminding myself of everything. So hopefully it'll all come into place. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so yeah, my husband bought me a car. I wanted like an old banger in case I ding it, but he's bought quite a nice car because he wants to be able to drive it, and he has driven it to work a couple of times already. Cheeky. But it is quite a nice car. And to be fair, you know, he wanted one that was going to be safe for the kids to be in, you know, rather than an old banger, I suppose. I think that might be my anniversary present. I don't think I'm going to be getting anything now. It's our anniversary on Saturday, 11 years. We've been together many, many, many more years since then. I was a teenager when I met him. Marry your best friend. That's what happened. Anyway. So yeah, he bought me a car. Pretty big gift. I don't know much about cars, so I will say it's blue. It's about 3 years old. It's not brand new, but 3 years old. It's a pretty snazzy car. It's a beautiful shade of like electric blue. It's lovely. And it's a Jeep. So it's not a small car. It's not like a massive Jeep. It's one of their smaller ones, but it's a nice car anyway. So yeah. I don't know what else to say really. Willow's been a bit of a nightmare this week. She managed to topple down the stairs while I was standing right next to her. She's fine. She's just been a bit crazy. Xander, bless him, he won an award this week at school, or last week at school, which was when I was going to film, but I couldn't because I had to go to school for the award. Takes priority. And because, I don't know, I think I've mentioned on here before, he really struggles with his writing, like really struggles. And it felt last year like his writing was getting worse, not better. I've had lots of meetings with the school about it. He's been referred for occupational therapy. And he just felt like very frustrating for all of us, including him. He was getting upset with himself. And just randomly, I don't know what his new teacher's done since he started year 4. He come out of school really excited. I had a note from his teacher. It's written on top. I think you might like to shower Xander with lots of praise for his progress this week. When I looked, it was like a different person's writing. It's not perfect. He's still got a way to go. But awesome, Xander. So he got the award that week. They do it every week for his progress. And she said, before they reveal the names, they talk about why they got the award. She said everyone in his class has been really impressed with the progress he has made with something that he finds so difficult. And a couple of his friends turned around and looked at him and went, "You've got it this week." And his little face when she said his name and he stood up, my heart. So proud of him. Oh God, I'm getting all teary. So proud of his hard work. I mean, it's not perfect yet. He's got a way to go, but the progress he's made is stunning, and so proud that he's really taken ownership of it now, whereas last year he was a bit, whatever. This year he's taken ownership of it. He said he's going to make it better. So, yeah, my little darling. My little darling, don't tell him that. No. Mum! Embarrass me. I feel like he's a teenager already. He's only 8. But, yeah, so that was a pretty good thing this week. The wedding went lovely. Willow was a bit of a pain during the ceremony, so my husband took her outside so she could make noise. So he missed it, but my cousin, so yeah. Rather than let her make that racket in the ceremony, it's not really fair. But she loved the party. She was on that dance floor. She was off. And Xander loves being on the dance floor anyway, so he was off with her, showing off his little sister. It was quite sweet. It was nice. Nice to be with family as well, and everyone looked really good. Everyone was all dressed up. I wanted a lovely photo of the 5 of us. Did I get one? Stupid phone. But, yeah. But my mum looked lovely. She was stressing about her outfit. She looked lovely. Everyone looked lovely. All good. Anyway. So, I'm going to go, because I need to get ready for my driving lesson. I've got to go to the cash machine because I've got no money to pay him. And my mum's got Willow. So I'm going to go, because he's going to be here in about 20 minutes, I think. Keep looking over there. I hope that's not too off-putting. I've probably forgotten something that I wanted to say. I'm going to edit it hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow. My husband's going to take me out in my new car tomorrow. Practice parking in a quiet car park somewhere while everyone, all the kids are at school. Apart from Willow, obviously she's not at school, but she'll be with my mum. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. I think I said that at the beginning. Hope so. Thanks for coming back. Yeah. Just a bit random today. I've got all teary about a couple of things already. God. Very emotional. I am. Very emotional. Had to manage.